Okay, so let's get this back rolling. Pause, play. Okay, so we stopped off. This is like a face and an eye. It looks like some branches and a cave, and then the outside images of the cave. They look like their arms and hands coming out, stretching. One on top, one on the bottom. One's reaching out towards the right. The other one coming down from the top, kind of cooked and curved where the ends of the fingertips are to the left. You know, here you see like an eye, a nose, a nostril, a mouth, cheekbones, chin, lips, you know, something in the background, you know, makes the image come forward. The nose really projects forward, three-dimensional spatial form. Okay. Oh, there we go, Hoppity Hooper, or it looks like a hippopotamus, Hoppity Hooper, a dragon, gator, later gator. He's got the jaws and the teeth. Now we're back to the chipmunks. See, the chipmunks in Walt Disney movies, and they're holding the tree and they're gathering the nuts. And they do all the funny, crazy stuff with the nuts. All of a sudden, the nuts go rolling down all the different little paths, and bang, 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 and causing disruption or causing havoc somewhere where all the walnuts are rolling out of the tree. I was really focusing on this area here because of so much of the things that I was seeing in here, and many of the you know, as I moved the camera, I kept the camera moving, so the shadow and the shades might have a lot to do with the lens of the camera too, might be interacting with this thing too. We'll have to be seen with either a magnifying glass or different types. Now here we have someone, it looks like he's standing over here by the swirls. It's more like a background cave. Perhaps you know, looks like he's standing. He's holding his hands in front. His shoulders are shrugged forward. He has big, long type of facial structure. His hair is flowing up towards the top. He has pointed ears. He's playing a guitar. Okay, now here we go back. You know, back to. Okay, there's the leg. There's the foot. There's the leg. Now this is a woman. Now this is a woman. There's the foot and there's the leg. Okay. Now. Okay, we got the bird. The bird becomes like a dolphin. Like an aquatic. There's a foot and a leg. It's coming out of the flowers. I zoom in, so now we have some in the just above the leg. Okay, now this is a mod guy with a beetle haircut, and he's got his face. He's looking down towards the thigh of the leg. See, now he's got a sweater on. He's wearing a blue pants and his black shoes, and he's standing in here. He's right next to the leg here in the images. See, now you have two legs, and you have him in the middle. See, and there's the top of his head, and the reflection, the shadow shade, his bangs. There's his eye, his cheekbones, his chin, his sweater, his blue pants, and his black boots. And you got, yeah, two legs here too. See what I'm talking about? Like all of a sudden, quickly you see a face as it kind of like move it around. Here's the spaceship. It's either a submarine or a spaceship. This area here is also that little city I was talking about, where the higher beings were manipulating the people in the lower city. But for right now, it looks like it's a submarine, and there's like an aquatic, like a shark or a whale, swimming on in the upper area, where the submarine's down here on the lower area, and it looks like there's some interaction. Some maybe somebody they're walking on the bottom of the ocean. There's another face. Looked like an alien. Is it zoomed in here? We get back to the submarine. Now, when this is turned around backwards, upside down, that submarine, it's the spaceship. Here, I must have turned it around upside down. Here's an image, a cat, leopard cut for the clown. I zoomed in. This thing looks like an eye, but now it's like more like a cave that has more like big rounded red brim. Okay, see, now you got a black face in here with glowing green eyes and glowing mouth, and it looks like there's a glowing sun in the dark background, perhaps with some sort of a spatial. It looks like either a castle, but see, when I zoom in, that castle starts to look like like a negative form of a very powerful negative being. Okay, here we have more faces. Happy faces. People are happy now. See, 3 on the bottom, 3 on the top. Okay, here's like one of the negative images that the forums I was concerned about. But, destiny is controlled by, the things that you can have and the things that you can't have, or, one way or the others, the interaction, negative things happen and positive things happen. We have successes and failures. Yin and yang, the positive and negative energies. See, here we have something that looks like a scarecrow, or a skull, or perhaps a grim reaper. See, and that's just it. See how I zoom in and telescope in more, the images become more photographic. Like this looks like a woman here now. She has her arms behind her head towards the right hand side, and she's curved, and her legs curve up towards the left, and she has the black hair. She kind of looks like she's wearing a bikini. Here we got Aladdin's lamp down towards, and now this whole area here looks like it's got like a leopard type of face and eyes and nose. Like it has face paint, like Indian traditional tribal type cosmetics. And see, the eyes start to shift and change. It starts to take on like an animal form. Here we've got it's like an anime Japanese girl, and inside here we got more like a hippopotamus or a walrus or perhaps a dragon in flight. And as I zoom in closer and closer, it becomes more and more photographic. Like it looks like there's the power lines in the background, a glowing building of perhaps maybe the Capitol buildings, like black smoke. There's like a Grim Reaper or a negative image, a positive form again. And see, now it's back to the hippopotamus and dragon. It's not fierce. But as I turn the camera and I move, you then see here we've got like it's a banshee. And the banshee looks like it's standing either on a cloud or it's on a rocky cliff. And see, this is what I'm talking about. As I'm moving the camera around, it seems to animate it. It looks like the banshee is actually in movement, bending forward and standing back up and waving its arms. Now we're back. Okay, now we look like hippopotamuses or ducks on the river. You're looking down at the geese on the river, on the lake.